Hi everybody, so in this video we learn how to select rows with the index operator log, the so-called label-based indexing, and we will see in a minute what the difference is to position-based indexing with the ilog operator. So but first of all we import pandas as always, and we import our Summer Olympic Games data frame, and we have a look at the first 5 rows. And before we can select, so let's assume we want to select the third row at index position 2 with Dimitrios Drivas. So we can take summer.ilog and then the index position 2. And here we get a panda series with the athlete Dimitrios Drivas. He won bronze in the 100-meter freestyle for sailors. And the method readCSV provides many options and parameters to customize our importing of CSV files. So, and by default the row index is a range index starting from 0, but we can change this, and we can determine each of our column in our data frame as the index column or the index. So there is the parameter index column, and there we can pass a column of our data frame and determine the column as the index of our data frame. So let's try, for example, athlete. And let's have a check here. So now you can see that the athlete column is actually now our index of our data frame. And the ilog operator still works also with a different index, so not only with the range index. So what the ilog operator does, it simply selects the row at the index position 2, for example, and this is irrespective of which column we selected here as the index. So let's check here again, and we still get here the row with Dimitrios Drivas. So there's no difference for the ilog operator if we change here the index labels. However, there's a minor difference here, so the athlete label itself is not here on the left side as the index label of our Panda series, which we created here. And actually the whole name of our Panda series is actually Dimitrios Drivas. Alright, so now let's head over to the log operator. And now we still want to select the row of Dimitrios Drivas. And what we have to do here, we have to pass within the spare brackets the index label, in this case Dimitrios Drivas, in quotation marks. And again we get a panda series with the row of Dimitrios Drivas, so year, city, sport, discipline, country, gender, event and medal as labels on the left side and the values on the right side. And the whole panda series is called Dimitrios Drivas. Alright, so let's search for very famous sports stars, and we could search for Michael Phelps, for example. So we have to pass in quotation marks the name here in capital letters, so Phelps, comma, and then the first name where only the first character is in capital letters, so Michael. Here's a typo, so it's Michael Phelps. No. And instead of getting only one row as a pandas series, we get here a complete pandas data frame, because Michael Phelps has won many medals and he appeared in the index many times. So if you select the index label Michael Phelps with the log operator, then we get all appearances of the index label Michael Phelps. And now what if we want to select only the very first medal? Then we can do this by slicing the very first row here of our new data frame by applying the ilog operator and selecting the very first row at index position 0. So I would expect that we get here the gold medal from 2004 for the 100-meter butterfly event. And this is correct, so now we have here a panda series. And this is actually the pitfall of the log operator. So if we have duplicates in our index, so Michael Phelps has many appearances, then log returns us a data frame. And if we have only one appearance of the label for which we want to slice our data frame, for example here Dimitrios Drivas, we get a panda series. So for the same operation we get as a return different data types, and that's always a bit difficult because the functionality is different. Alright, so now we are finished with this session, and in the next session we will have a look at the slicing rows and columns with the log operator. So hope to see you there. Bye.